Good morning, Scott School, on this wonderful Wednesday, May 22nd. Beautiful day indeed outside. And as we know, though, the weather can take a turn really quickly. It looks like there may be some rain in the forecast again. Those pop up thunderstorms or rain showers, they just seem to happen in the springtime. So keep an eye out for the flag if it looks like it's cloudy or raining outside. Otherwise, let's go outside and have a really good time while you're on the playground. I would like to remind you about having a safe body and making good choices. Excitement is in the air, like it is all throughout the school year, but this time of the year, especially because I know the warm weather is making us feel like summer is around the corner. And indeed, in a few weeks, it will be here. But having that safe body, making sure that you're making respectful, responsible, and bucket filling decisions is also really, really important. And when we're outside playing, I know it's less structured out there because you get to go do what you want to do with who you want to do or do whatever you want to do with. And I understand all of that. But we really do need to make sure we are mindful of our choices because as the end of the year gets closer and closer, sometimes we sway a little bit from those expected behaviors. And I know you are awesome and I know you can do hard things. So make sure that you're being your personal best. I also wanted to mention that you likely saw the shipping containers outside. Those shipping containers are also called pods. So if you hear either of those terms, then you know what we're referring to and what they are. Those are here to help us get our building ready for summer construction. So all of our furniture in Scott School, or most of our furniture in Scott School, will actually be put out in those pods so that they can be locked up and kept safe while all the construction crew comes in and remodels our school. The super exciting thing is that once all this work is done, we will have air conditioning here at Scott School on top of so many other new things like new carpeting and some new furniture and lots of other things too. So it is very exciting. But I wanted to mention that to you so you knew what they were and or what they are. And I also want to bring it to your attention because we expect you to make sure that you are being safe around them. Hands off. We're not playing near them, by them. They are not anything we want to be around when adults aren't near because although I believe they are safe, it does make us really nervous if we can't see you and someone is kind of hiding behind or thinking it's fun to cut through the grass area. It just makes us really, really nervous. So please follow the walking path that you normally do on the sidewalk and stay off the grassy area both before school, during school when you leave from the cafeteria to go to the playground, and then also after school. That's going to help us keep a safe school environment, both inside and out. And it also protects our pods so that no one's around them fussing with them and potentially doing any damage to them. So just something to put on your radar. Lastly, before I pass it on to Miss Rosalind, is you all did a really fine job. Those of you who turned in your library books yesterday, Mrs. Smoot gave a huge shout out for all the library books that were turned in. And wow, that just filled my bucket to the tip top because those books are really important that we keep track of them so that students next year can use them. So if you have library books here at school or you have them at home, please, 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 please remember to turn them in by Friday and have no fear if you discover one after Friday before the end of the school year, still bring it down. You're not going to be in trouble. We just want to get those books back. And then honestly, what happens every year is someone says, whoa, I cleaned my bedroom in the summer and I came across a library book. If that happens to you, even though we want them back by Friday, again, you won't be in trouble. Just turn them in next year if that happens. But right now, we want to plan to get them by Friday because Mrs. Smoot works really hard to inventory our books to see what ones are still missing. And now on to Miss Rosalind.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Reha. I'm going to keep it quick and short, but we have a new word this week. The word of the week is culture. And you know what this is reminding me of? I believe we have some Shavy friends coming today, and some of you may know them as family members or neighbors or friends. And we want to show them the Scott School culture, right? Of our bucket filling ways. So when you might see them, that's your opportunity to really stand up straight and show them how proud you are to be here at Scott School and the culture we have here of being those kind, respectful, responsible students. So show our Shavy friends that are coming here next year what it's all about by leading by example. All right, Mrs. Schwartz.
Why, thank you, Miss Rosalind. And actually, that's a perfect lead in because yesterday we had our first group of first graders come over. I cannot say enough about what a fantastic job you all did when we were doing the tours and going into classrooms. I was so proud, and I know your teachers were as well. And I had specials teachers sharing with me how impressed they were because you were not in like your normal classroom environment, but you still rocked it out. Woohoo! All right, friends, we've got some Panther Pride winners this morning from Mrs. Denning's class, Ray and Kenna. And then from Mrs. Anderson / Mrs. G's class, we've got Will and Isla and Caden and Alexis and Daxton and Walter and Ariana and Quinn and Ellie and Rylan and Lucas and Caden G. Congratulations, friends. We are always so proud of all of your bucket filling ways. Now, friends, let's stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a very wonderful Wednesday, Scott School.